And are you refreshed? Good. Now what?
Hello. I would like to know what you see as the role of those of us who have chosen a profession in the healthcare industry.
Soothing, positive expectation, not letting the current condition dominate your vibration, which slows and stops the healing process. Allowing yourself to be optimistic no matter what, and reflecting that through in every way you can to those who are wanting to hear that.
We had a conversation a while ago about this, and I had mentioned something, and you said, what is it about you that is judging your patients as to where they're at right now? And that completely changed how I do everything. And now I'm a chiropractor by profession, but I really don't do that a whole lot anymore.
It's taking the condition out of it.
Yeah.
Which seems ridiculous to those who come to you to treat their condition. Mm-hmm. And of course there is some of that, but your emphasis must be upon the vibration.
I view myself as somebody who's more of a facilitator and an uplifter than anything.
Soothing someone's vibration, helping them in relationship to their own vortex, is the greatest advantage that anyone can be. So if you stand in a place where there is an expectation of your assistance, and you understand what your first order of soothing is, then you can be of real benefit.
I had a practice member come in this week who said, you're a really amazing healer. And I said, no, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. And she said, why? And I said, because you're perfect the way you are. And I don't see you any other way.
Right. Yeah. We're going to play with you a little bit. That's like our students say, well, fine, but how do I get the money out of the vortex and into the bank? And so your patient is saying, well, I'm perfect the way I am, but I don't feel so good. So maybe there's something that you could do to assist that. If someone says to you, you're an amazing healer, and it is to their benefit to believe that, we would encourage it.
Okay.
In other words, look for whatever path of least resistance you can find, because if they understood what you're understanding, then they wouldn't be in that place anyway.
Yeah. There are a lot of times where people will like to, they want to talk about their problem, and I try as quickly as I can to change it to something that's going well in their life. And sometimes they just want to keep going with that. So then
you see that with us too?
Yeah.
Because people are where they are. They're where they are, and where they are seems relevant to them. And it's sort of unkind for any of us to try to make where they are irrelevant. So you have to sort of explain where you are has to be irrelevant if you want to go someplace else, because as long as where you are is relevant, it's going to stick around for quite a while. It takes a little bit of description.
So by doing that, then would it be a benefit then to say, okay, we know where you are, what is it that you would like?
Well, of course, but evoking words from them is not a very powerful fix, especially when they're in the middle of not feeling so good. So sometimes it can even be more powerful if you can just be that mysterious healer.
Understood.
If you can just say, your potential for wellness is really strong, I can feel that in your body, and I'm really expecting an easy recovery for you. And from everything that I've seen and everything that I know, in other words, speak in terms that cause them to not relax their body, although it does, relax their tension in their vibration.
Yeah.
If people understood that about medicine, if medicine would be willing to soothe even before there is evidence that supports the soothing, the evidence would show up. But as long as medicine says, oh, we can't be hopeful, we can't give them false hope, so their condition doesn't square with hope, so we can't give it to them, then we say, then go somewhere else.
Yeah. I saw that with my mother, who passed away a couple years ago, who's hanging out all the time with me. She had manifested cancer, and her medical doctor said, you really need to get her stuff in order. She's got a couple months maybe at that. And I looked at her and I said, Mom, do you have a couple months? And she's like, fuck them. And 5.5 years later, she decided.
Well, everyone is the creator of their own reality, and it's so delightful when you figure that out for yourself, isn't it? And in the meantime, as you're interacting, as you're in this place where people are coming to you and they're looking to you for some guidance, it's nice if your guidance can coincide with the guidance that is coming forth from their inner being. And so if you don't allow them to freak you out about where they are, and you've chosen a good profession because you're in a place where you don't necessarily have to get freaked out over anything, then it is logical that you would be of enormous assistance to anyone. Really good. Something more?
No, that's it. Thank you.